It's 2026, and choosing between the $599 MacBook Neo and the M4 iPad Air is tougher than ever. Is the Neo's full macOS experience better than the raw power of the M4? Watch until the end to see which one actually wins the crown. I've linked the latest deals below, so check those out, and please hit that like button. It helps the channel a ton. When comparing the MacBook Neo and the M4 iPad Air, Apple has created a fascinating overlap in design language despite their different form factors. Both devices champion a minimalist, flat-edged aluminum unibody that feels remarkably premium, yet they approach portability from distinct angles. The MacBook Neo, weighing in at 2.7 pounds, offers a traditional laptop feel with a matte anodized finish that mimics the sturdiness of the Air line. In contrast, the iPad Air remains the king of thinness at just 6.1 mm, providing a more rigid, dense sensation that makes it feel slightly more like a precision-machined slab than a folding computer. While the Neo plays with youthful, expressive colors like citrus and blush, the iPad Air sticks to a more mature palette of starlight and space gray, though both share an impeccable fit and finish that avoids any budget connotations. The divergence becomes most apparent in their physical connectivity and port layouts. The MacBook Neo provides a more traditional, albeit asymmetric setup with two USB-C ports. While having two ports offers more flexibility for charging while using an accessory, the Neo's decision to limit one port to USB 2 speeds and omit MagSafe creates a tiered utility that users must manage. On the other hand, the iPad Air relies on a single, high-performance USB-C port. Although it lacks the second physical connection point, its port is technically superior, supporting USB 3 speeds up to 10 gigabits per second and driving external displays up to 6K. This creates a trade-off between the MacBook's quantity and the iPad's quality. The Neo offers the convenience of multi-plugging without dongles, while the iPad Air demands a hub for serious multitasking, but provides a faster, more professional-grade pipeline for data and video. The MacBook Neo and M4 iPad Air offer distinct multimedia experiences that highlight the different priorities of macOS and iPadOS users. When it comes to the display, the iPad Air holds a clear advantage in color accuracy and vibrancy with its P3 wide color gamut and True Tone technology, whereas the Neo sticks to a more basic sRGB panel. While both operate at a standard 60 Hz refresh rate, the iPad Air's fully laminated screen makes content feel more intimate and on the glass compared to the Neo's slightly more recessed, traditional laptop display with its larger bezels. The camera systems further emphasize this gap. The iPad Air features a landscape-oriented ultra-wide camera with center stage for dynamic video calls, while the Neo uses a standard 1080p webcam that is functional but lacks the clever tracking and versatility of the tablet. Audio and input methods reveal the trade-offs between a specialized and a general-purpose device. The Neo's dual side-firing speakers are surprisingly loud and clear, yet they lack the depth found in the iPad Air's landscape stereo system, which feels better tuned for immersive media consumption. For productivity, the Neo provides a complete Magic Keyboard and a mechanical trackpad out of the box, though the lack of a backlight is a significant hurdle for night owls. The iPad Air requires an expensive separate purchase for its Magic Keyboard, but it offers the added dimension of Apple Pencil Pro support for artists. In terms of battery life, the Neo is built for the marathon, leveraging the efficiency of the A18 Pro chip to provide true all-day endurance that often outlasts the iPad Air's 10-hour limit, particularly when the tablet is pushed by demanding M4-optimized creative workflows. When comparing the raw horsepower and functional capability, the distinction between a smartphone-derived architecture and a flagship tablet chip becomes clear. The MacBook Neo utilizes the A18 Pro, a chip that punches well above its weight in single-core tasks, landing somewhere between the M3 and M4, but its overall multi-core and graphical performance aligns more closely with the original M1. This makes the Neo a highly efficient machine for the daily grind of macOS, handling web browsing and office suites with zero friction. However, the iPad Air is powered by the full M4 silicon, backed by a superior 12 GB of unified memory compared to the Neo's fixed 8 GB. This extra RAM and the M4's advanced neural engine give the iPad Air a significant edge in heavy multitasking and sustained workloads. In terms of creative production and gaming, the iPad Air serves as the more robust powerhouse, while the Neo acts as a steady entry point. For video editing and design, the M4 Air breezes through multi-layer 4K timelines in Final Cut Pro and complex renders that might cause the Neo to lag or require more patience. While the Neo can handle 1080p editing and basic Photoshop tasks, it isn't designed for professional-grade rendering. Gaming follows a similar trajectory. The iPad Air benefits from hardware-accelerated features that bring console-level realism to titles like Resident Evil, whereas the Neo provides a solid but more casual experience, perfect for Apple Arcade or indie titles. The Neo offers the familiarity of a desktop environment for light creative work, but for users demanding peak mobile performance, the iPad Air's M4 architecture provides a much higher ceiling for both play and professional creation. Ultimately, the iPad Air M4 is the winner for most people in 2026. While the MacBook Neo is a fantastic value for basic macOS tasks, the M4 chip, superior display, and 12 GB of RAM make the Air a more future-proof powerhouse. Unless you strictly need a desktop OS, the iPad Air simply offers more bang for your buck.